Hello, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at mapagpalang umaga po. Ah, Pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ang iba't ibang scholarship sa Pilipinas na mapapakinabangan ng ating mga anak, lalong-lalo na ng mga masisipag at matatalino nating anak. Okay? Una po, itong tungkol sa Unipass scholarship. Ito po yung URL o web address, yung unipass.gov.ph yung naka-highlights po, okay? Pagpunta niyo po sa website na yan, makikita niyo po dito yung tungkol sa Unipass, kung paano po, at para saan po yung Unipass, okay? Yan yung programs under RA 10931, Free Higher Education, Tertiary Education Subsidy, Student Loan Program, Short Term, Free Textbook Education and Training. Okay? Um, So, yun po yung Unipass 'no, ito po yung Unipass. Tingnan po natin dito sa Free Higher Education kung anong nilalaman niya. Dito yung frequently asked questions, who can avail the Free Higher Education Program. Okay, nakalagay dito, starting AY, I think it's SY or school year. 2018 to 2019, all Filipino undergraduates enrolled in SUCs and CHED-recognized LUCs will enjoy free tuition, miscellaneous, and other school fees subject to the following. He must or she must pass or meet the admission and retention policies of the institution. No age or financial requirements. Yung kagandahan nito, walang age limit at saka financial requirements. So, pangalawa, no previous undergraduate degree. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa naka-graduate ang college. Not overstaying at the college level. Maximum residency rule plus 1 year grace period as provided by law. So, kung 4 years yung course niya, dapat hindi lalagpas ng additional 1 year, so 5 years. So, pwede pa mag-extend ng 1 year para sa grace period. Pero kung magiging 6 year na siya, hindi na siya pwedeng mag-avail ng Unipass. Okay? Ito yung other programs under RA 10931, Tertiary Education Subsidy, Student Loan Program Short Term, Free Textbook Education and Training. Muna tayo sa Tertiary Education Subsidy. Frequently asked question, who can avail of tertiary education subsidy? The priority beneficiaries for the tertiary education subsidy or TES are continuing ESGPPA scholars in the SUCs effective AY 2018 to 2019, students who are parts of households included in the Listahanan 2.0 rank according to the estimated per capita household income. So ito palang tertiary education subsidy, para makabilang ka po dito, kailangan kasama ka po sa listahan ng 2.0. Ito po yung mga listahan ng pinakamahihirap na mamamayan ng bansang Pilipinas. Kung wala po kayo dito, hindi po kayo pwede sumali dito sa tertiary education subsidy. Third, students not part of the listahan ng 2.0 rank according to estimated per capita household income based on submitted documentation of proof of income to be determined by the Unipass Board. So kung wala po kayo sa listahan ng 2.0, pwede rin po magpasa tayo ng dokumento na magpapakita ng income natin katulad ng non-filing of income tax return. Kasi yun po yung ginamit ko dati sa scholarship ko dun sa City Hall sa Quezon City. Opo. Tapos, RA 10931 programs, tertiary education subsidy. Okay, pwede tayong manood dito kung para ano. Panoorin po natin, click natin. Tapos tulong dunong program. Siguro Sa susunod na lang po natin 'to panoorin kasi matatagalan po tayo. So, nakapasa po kayo sa Unipass, magkakaroon po kayo ng Land Bank Test Mastercard Prepaid Card. Diyan po papadala yung pondo niyo para sa Unipass, okey? Sige na nga, try po natin i-play 'tong tertiary education subsidy. Siguro naman 'di 'to gano'n oh, 11 minutes, medyo matagal. Next time na lang po, matatagalan po tayo. Itong tulong-dunong program, try po natin. Okey, 7 minutes, so puwede. So yan, yung tungkol sa tulong-dunong program na napanood po natin 'no. Pero reviewin na lang po natin yan, punta lang po kayo sa website ng Unipass, ito po siya, okey? Tandaan niyo lang po yung website na yan, okey? So back po tayo, para sa iba pang program ng Unipass, yung Student Loan Program short term, kung para saan po yan. Bale yung student loan programs short term, ito yung mga frequently asked questions. Applications are suspended while the SLPT-ST guidelines so under review pa pala 'to. So, puwede niyo rin siyang pag-aralan 'pag may time po kayo, okey? So, dito na po tayo sa back po natin uli, pre-textbook education and training, okey? Yung frequently asked question about pre-textbook education and training. Who can avail the pre-textbook education and training program starting AY 2018 to 2019? All Filipino learners enrolled in their first national certificate NC1 or 2 in any public technical vocational institution registered with the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, TESDA, shall be able to avail of pre-TBET. Corresponding living allowances shall also be given to learners subject to certain conditions set by TESDA. Once TESDA implements bundled diploma or longer-term programs, NC3 and 4 and 5 courses shall also be free. Okay. So, yun. Aha. May allowance daw po dito sa pre-textbook education and training. Wait lang po, may tumatawag. Yun, medyo nangi-istorbo. Sabi ko na nga, wag muna tumawag. Ay, ang kulit. Wait lang po, i-text ko lang. Okay, ang kulit niya. Siyempre, gano'n talaga 'pag agent, medyo makulit. Pasensya na po naistorbo po yung ating live tungkol sa Unipass, okey? So yun, ito pong pre-textbook education and training program, ito yung, pre-training, yung na may NC1, NC2, NC3, NC4, NC5, parang gano'n na po, sa public, technical vocational institution, opo. May kasama po siyang allowance na binibigay na galing po sa TESDA, okey? So, dito na po tayo sa tapos na yata tayo. Okey, tapos na po tayo dito sa Unipass. So, sa Unipass po, tatlo po 'yan, tertiary education subsidy, student loan program short term, and free textbook education and training. Dito naman po tayo sa CHED, okey, ito po yung official website niya, CHED Scholarship. Hmm, nagdoble. CHED. Nagdoble po siya, tanggalin ko lang po yung isa. Okey, ito po para di tayo malito. Ito po ang CHED Scholarship, ito po ang website, chedscholarships.com, yung naka-highlights po mga kapatid, okey? Dito po sa CHED Scholarships, sabi rito, application is now open, apply now. So, puwede na po kayo mag-apply para sa 2024 program. All incoming college freshmen are invited to apply to the CHED Scholarship Program in 2024. CHED Scholarship 2024 S2PAPS aim to provide financial assistance to students who are enrolled in authorized public or private higher education institutions. This helps to ensure that education is accessible to all, especially to underprivileged and deserving students. Qualified beneficiaries shall enroll or must be currently enrolled in any CHED priority courses as per CMO number 1 is 2014. Sige po. Ay, may bibili lang po Ay, maganda po to. Scholarship po tong topic ko ngayon eh. Kahapon medical assistance. Ano to? May tatak po yan. Ano pong nakalagay? Oh. Ito po, 62. Thank you. Ayan, dito na po tayo, no, sa possible. Okay. So, ang financial assistance na makukuha sa CHED scholarship ay 15,000 to 30,000 per semester, whichever program an applicant qualifies for. Okay? Who can apply to the CHED Scholarship 2024 program? Incoming first year college po ang kailangan dito, who will be graduating from senior high schools. So, bawal na po yung second year college. Incoming first year college po. What are the qualifications? Must be Filipino citizen, graduating high school student, or high school graduate with general average, general weighted average. For the full state scholarship program and full private education student financial assistance, general weighted average must be 96% or above. Medyo mataas po ang qualification nila rito, no? 96% or above. For half SSP and half PESPA, the GWA or general weighted average must be 93% but not more than 95%. Must have a combined annual gross income of parents or guardians that does not exceed 400,000 pesos, or in cases where the income exceeds 400,000, an applicant must present written certification or medical findings of illness of a family member or school certifications of 2 or more dependents enrolled in college. Avail of only one government-funded financial assistance program. So, ito siya. Sa CHED scholarship, ang matatanggap, 15,000 to 30,000 per semester, no? Yung 30,000, yun po yung mapupunta sa full state scholarship program. Yung 15,000 mapupunta sa half SSP on half PESPA. So, yun po depende po sa grade. Pag mataas yung grade, pag 96 above, 30,000. Pag mababa, 93, hindi mo mababa, mataas pa rin, 93 to 95%, 15,000 po ang makakukuha. What are the CHED Scholarships 2024 requirements? Citizenship, a certified true copy of the birth certificate. Sa academic, a duly certified true copy of high school report card for incoming freshman students eligible for college, high school graduate, and duly certified true copies of grades for grade 11 and the first semester of grade 12 for graduating high school students. Financial, the student applicant shall submit any of the following documents: latest income tax return of parents or guardians. Pero kung wala ka niyan, Certificate of Tax Exemption from Bureau of Internal Revenue. O kaya katulad ng ginamit ko dati, non-filing of income tax return, yun po ginamit ko eh. Ewan ko lang kung ngayon iba na. Certificate of Indigence, either from their barangay or Department of Social Welfare and Development, case study report from DSWD, or the latest copy of the contract of proof of income may be considered for children of overseas Filipino workers and seafarers. How do I apply for CHED S2 PAPS? The Commission is now accepting online applications. So, online applications po siya. Okay, each region will have its own specific application link. To submit your application, please follow the link according to your region. So, ito yung mga region sa NCR. Ito po yung link. Pumunta po kayo dito. Kasama po dyan yung Quezon City, Manila, basta Makati, basta NCR dito po yung link nyo. Diyan po kayo mapapasa ng requirements. Region 1, ito po. Region 2, Region 3, Region 4. Sundan nyo lang po siya, okay? Hanggang Region 12, tapos CAR, Caraga, BARMM. Hindi pa rin nagagawa yung link. Okay? Do you belong to a special group? If you belong to any of the following, kindly upload or attach a valid certification or certification certifying that you are a persons with disabilities, solo parent, or their dependents under RA 8972, underprivileged and homeless citizens under RA 7279, senior citizen under RA 9994, indigenous people under RA 8371, CHED priority courses effective academic year 2024 to 2024. Okay? Best and highly paid scholarships are open offline now. Ito pala, mayroon pa tayong mga scholarship dito. So, marami pa palang scholarship. So, explore nyo lang po ito. Click nyo lang po yan. Mag-click lang po kayo dyan. Kada isang scholarship. O, mapasawa po kayo sa dami ng scholarship. Di ba? Nakatuwa naman. So, posible namang di pa kayo makatapos ng pag-aaral yan. Sa dami ng scholarship na yan. 'Di ba? Mamili na lang po kayo ng maganda. Okay, yung gustong-gusto niyo na bagay sa inyo, huwag po kayong malilito. Halimbawa, kung yung kurso niyo ay related sa computer or science, eh di maghanap po kayo ng scholarship na related po sa inyo na matutustusan yung pangangailangan niyo. Gano'n po ang gagawin niyo. Tas siyempre maghanap po kayo ng school na maganda yung turo. Dahil iba rin talaga kapagka maganda yung turo, ma-absorb niyo po yun, tapos yung kailangan niyong malaman matututunan niyo. Mahirap din kasi mag-self-study na mag-self-study. Maganda rin yung pino-provide ng school yung pangangailangan ng estudyante, 'di ba? Kasi alam niyo na may limitado rin yung kakayanan natin bilang tao. Kaya kung pipili po kayo ng school, piliin niyo yung halimbawa kung computer, alam naman po natin yung mga magagaling na school related sa computer course, yun po piliin niyo. So, 'pag nurse, alam din naman natin yan, marami namang school na best school sa nursing. So, pili po kayo na maganda. Okay? Ayan. So, unang isa-isa natin, no? May Security Bank Foundation Scholarship, STI Scholarship, Scholarship for Philippines College Students, Philippine Science High School Scholarship, Cruz Scholarship, CHED Informs CASA College Cyprus Scholarship, CHED Medical Scholarship and Return Service Program, Bangsamoro Scholarship Registration Form, Fisheries Scholarship Program, BPI Foundation Medical Scholarship, Kabugwason Paglaom Scholarship, STEM Scholarship. So, itong mga to, private scholarship to. Best and highly paid scholarships. Wow! Best and highly paid scholarship. So, dito, makakapili kayo, highly paid pa. Teach STEM Scholarship, Development Bank of the Philippines Scholarship, Scholar ni Juan Scholarship, Land Bank Scholarship, HK Scholarship, BARMM Scholarship, How to apply for a Land Bank student loan, Land Bank Scholarship, APU Entrance Scholarship Application Form, APU Scholarship, OWA Scholarship Application, ADB Asia Development Bank Scholarship, Kino B Scholarship, Fulbright Philippines Scholarship, Unipass Scholarship Application Form, yan, Unipass Scholarship. Top 8 Philippine Scholarship for Students, ito nakalagay pa rito. Mega World Foundation Philippine Scholarship. Now, here, what are the CHED priority courses? We know you are looking at what are the courses under CHED scholarship. Here are the CHED priority courses for which qualified beneficiaries of CHED regular program shall be directed to enroll. Priority courses are as follows: engineering technology. So sa CHED, ang focus nila ay related sa engineering and technology. So pag hindi po related yan, hindi po kayo pwede sa CHED scholarship. Maghanap na lang po kayo ng ibang scholarship na pwede sa inyo. Wait, delay. Asan po Yung ano po. Wala yata eh. Wala. Pasensya na po may So, yun po, no, sa engineering po, information technology education, science and mathematics, architecture and related program, business and management, maritime education. Kasama rin pala ang teacher education dito. Health profession education, social sciences, multi and interdisciplinary cluster. Ito na. Deadline of application. So, pwede pa kayong humabol. The application starts now until August 15, 2024. Reminder, please ensure that the course you are planning to enroll is aligned with the priority courses. Additionally, check the completeness of your documents because only those with complete documents with at least 93% general weighted average are allowed to proceed on to the online application. What are the stipends of the CHED Scholarship Program? This is the updated financial assistance in pesos covered by the CHED Scholarship Program as of July 2024 by CHED Memorandum Order Number 11, Series of 2024. For participating HEIs with the trimester or quarter system, the total amount of financial assistance stated in the above diagram shall be distributed proportionately depending on the type of scholarship availed. Okay? So, nandito yung in-explain kung magkano yung matatanggap na allowance, stipend, TOSF. So, sa pool scholarship, ang annual 120,000. Aba, medyo malaki pala, no? Pag ano siya, semestral, ibig sabihin 2 sem siya, sa isang taon, 60,000. Oh, malaki rin pala, di ba? Pag half scholarship, 60,000 ang total. Pag sa annual yon. Pag semestral, 30,000. Sa private yon. Pero sa SUCs or LUCs, sa full scholarship 80,000, sa semestral 40,000. Pag half SSP, 40,000 ang annual, semestral 20,000. Responsibilities of a CHED scholar. So, bilang scholar, may responsibility po tayo. As a CHED scholar, you must enroll in recognized priority programs of private higher education institutions or state universities and colleges. SUCs means state universities and colleges. Oh, ito pala yun. SUCs. Saan yun? Ito yung 12.2 SUCs, LUCs. Okay. State universities and colleges. Tapos yung isa, local universities or colleges, LUCs. Ito sa 12.2 rin siya. Local universities and colleges with certificate of program compliance. Ano naman tong HEI? Nakalimutan ko na. Wait, hanapin natin yung HEI na para hindi tayo malito. Kasi kung hindi po natin naiintindihin, mahirapan po kayo. HEI. Ayun, HEI, Higher Education Institutions, private or public higher education institution. Okay. Yung parang ibig sabihin ng HEI. Okay. Private siya. So itong private, alam natin ang private school. SUCs, LUCs, ito yung mga public. Okay. Yung SUC is state universities and colleges. Yung LUCs, local universities or colleges. So magkaiba po yan. Yung state universities and colleges, example po niyan na yung mga malalaking tulad ng UP. Di ba? State universities yan eh. basta gano'n. Pero 'pag mga local, halimbawa yung, ah, local Quezon City Universities, mga gano'n, parang local lang siya ano. State universities, medyo mahirap makakapasa daw diyan kasi maraming examination na pagdadaanan diyan, tsaka mas mahirap daw yung mga tanong. Kailangan mo talaga mag-review para sa entrance exam nila. Responsibilities of a CHED scholar. As a CHED scholar, you must enroll in recognized priority programs of private higher education institutions or state universities and colleges or local universities or colleges with certificate of program compliance. You must be a regular student and maintain a GWA of at least 85% or equivalent if you are a full scholar, or 80% or its equivalent if a half scholar. So, ito pala siya. Sa unang entrance sa scholarship, 'di ba 'di ba yung general weighted average niya 96 'pag full, above full siya. Pagka ano 93 to 95 'pag half. Pero kapag nandiyan ka na, nakapasok ka na sa CHED scholarship, ang general weighted average na ime-maintain mo na lang pala ay 85%. Akala ko naman buong buhay mo gano'n ang grade mo, sabi ko mahirap yata 'to, posible 'to. 85 lang naman pala 'pag full scholarship. 'Pag half scholarship, 80%. Okey, so gano'n siya, okey? So me-maintain mo lang na 85 above, tapos yung para full scholarship ka pa rin, 80 above, para half scholar ka pa rin, parang gano'n. GIAT scholarship, facts and answer. Who is eligible for GIAT scholarship? All Filipino citizens who will enroll in any of the courses offered by CHED member universities and colleges. Okay, andiyan yung ano, yung link. I-link, click nyo na lang po yan. Regardless of public or private sector, and regardless if they have availed themselves of government educational loan programs such as PECSEM, PLDP, and Sulong, are qualified to apply for CHED scholarship. Okay, Filipino citizens daw dapat na naka-enroll sa mga CHED universities and colleges. What does one need to do before applying? An applicant must inform his school of the list of courses he is applying for, after which an official letter from his school should be sent to the CHED regional office in the area where they make the application. Number 3, I am a first year student. Can I apply for CHED scholarship? How about my siblings? Yes, this is called first year students enhancement program. It's available only to freshmen who will enroll in any of the courses offered by the CHED member universities and colleges. Applicants are expected to have a good first year grade in college, which is usually 2.0 or 4.0 or better during out of class evaluations. Okay. So pang first year college yun talaga siya. Kung kaka-graduate na ng high school itong child scholarship na 'to. Another chance for siblings is applicants is to POP, available only to siblings of students who graduated from CHED institutions, or if the latter enrolls in graduate studies, applicant must also be enrolled or must enroll within 1 semester after application or 1 semester before graduation. Okay, okay. So, basahin niyo na lang po siyang maigi. How many courses can I take up? Applicants can take a maximum of 2 courses from different disciplines. Aba, ang two courses pa lang pwede nating ano, i-take dito. What if I cannot enroll in the course I applied for? Can I transfer to another course or university? Yes, pwede raw mag-transfer. Ah, pero bawal lang daw mag-shift ng course. Parehas dapat ang course. If my application was approved, how long I do have before enrollment? Applicants must officially enroll within 1 semester after notification of approval has been received by the student. Failure thereof will result in forfeiture of the scholarship and the scholarship being awarded to other interested applicants. What if I cannot enroll? Can I defer enrollment? Applicant can defer his enrollment to the following semester. However, he must submit a new application together with the requirements. Are there cases when one will not be granted the scholarship even after all requirements were submitted and complied with? Yes, there is such a case. If your school does not have any vacancy in the course you applied for. Okay. You will have to wait for the next round of scholarship awards. Also, if you do not meet the academic requirements or fail to comply with meeting other qualifications or requirements stated in CHED regulations or falsify information on the application form, then your scholarship award will be revoked. So, ito pala siya. May case pala ng scholarship ay hindi magka-grant. Naku, hindi magka-grant. Kapag ano daw, kapag di mo raw na-meet yung academic requirements, halimbawa na may failing grade ka, may incomplete grade ka, tapos nameke ka ng dokumento, o kaya may false information ka nilagay dun sa registration mo, sa scholarship, mare-revoke yung scholarship. O okay. How about other documentary requirements? Other than the academic transcript, you'll need to submit other necessary requirements such as birth certificate, marriage contract if married, medical certificate, NBI or police clearance, and tax return. Ah? Ano po? Ito po. Ano po? Actually, 60 yan eh. Kasi 50 na lang. Huwag na sabihin na lang.
Hindi, ano lang po, isang, ano lang, pieces lang yung bihis.
Pieces lang. Okay na po.
10 ko yung
10, 3 isa.
Ah, tatlo.
Tatlo. Siko ka na po. Ito po yung sukli.
Okay po.
Assurance. Okay, malapit na tayo rito. Ito na tayo sa when will the CHED scholarship take place? The scholarship application period is from February 1 to April 15 of every year. So, March, April, May. Okay, tapos na pala. Kasi April 15 of every year. Okay. When will applicants be notified of their status? Applicants will be notified on or before May 30 of every year. If you got approved, start enrolling in June up to July 10 for first priority courses. If second priority courses are what you applied for, start enrolling by September 16 to 30. Where can I get the CHED scholarship form? Ito yung link. What if I don't know what course to take up? Can I still apply for scholarship? Yes, you may. What if I don't, what if I don't know what course to take up? Can I still apply for scholarship? Yes daw, okay. What are the requirements for applying to CHED? Okay, basahin niyo na lang po to para sa reapplying ng scholarship. Okay. How many scholarship available for a given academic year? Okay, andito na rin po. Can I get a scholarship for my tenure graduate studies? Who will bear the tuition fee of S2POP scholars? Andito rin yung sagot. Are there any scholarship programs for law students? Is there a residency requirement? When will I know if my availment of the scholarship? Where do I submit my application form? What are the priority courses of CHED? I'm a scholar. Can I transfer to another SUC or CHED institution? So, basahin niyo na lang po dito. Medyo mahaba pala to. Maubusan tayo ng oras. Pag inisa-isa ko to. Okay. Yung importante lang po ang diniscuss ko. So, punta naman po tayo dito sa ito. Ito magandang topic about DOST, Department of Science and Technology. Paborito ko 'to. Okay, kasi dito sa totoo lang mahirap talaga makapasok dito pero mas malaki yata ang ano nito scholarship nito, mas maraming benefits. So ang pagkakaalam ko dito, may dalawang uri ito, eh, ng scholarship, dalawa ba? Yung tinatawag na yung isa yung junior level science scholarships. Yung isa yung tinatawag na SEI undergraduate scholarship. Ano naman 'tong isa? Online application naman 'to kung paano mag-online application. Itong junior level science scholarship, eto para 'to sa regular second year college. Okay? Male and female students enrolled in DOST, SEI Priority, SNT. Ibig sabihin nag-first year college siya, pa-second year college siya. Kailangan regular, bawal po dito yung irregular na estudyante. Okay? Ang ano niya, maintaining grade niya, general weighted average niya ay 83% na walang failing mark or pati incomplete subject. Natural born Filipino citizen, good moral character, and good health. Must have applied or taken for undergraduate scholarship examination but did not qualify for the scholarship. May have qualified for the undergraduate scholarship but did not avail of the scholarship award. So meron yung hindi pa nakapag-avail pwedeng mag-apply. Basta second year college, okay, regular second year college. When to apply? Tapos na pala. March 4, 2024. Last day of online application. May last day pa pala. May 31, 2024. So makakahabol pa kayo. Pero yung panghabol yung mga anak nyo, mag-apply dito. Schedule of qualifying examination, July 28, 2024. Sabay-sabay po mag-exam yan. Okay. Kasi experience ko rin nung mag-apply dito, hirap na exam. Tsaka nakalimutan ko na rin kasi yung mga pinag-aralan ko 'no, kasi ilang taon na lumipas nung tinry kong mag-apply, ang hirap pala ng exam dito. More on science and mathematics, English. Yun po ang tip ko sa inyo. Masterin niyo po science, mathematics, English. May konting Filipino rin po, tas grammar, gano'n. Important, valid email addresses. You will need a valid email addresses for logging into your account, for receiving notification about your application status and results. Please check and double check that you enter the correct email address. Okay, kailangan daw may email address. Okay, sundan niyo lang 'to. I-verify niyo raw po yung email address niyo. Ito, click to verify. Ito po, nakita niyo po 'to? May kamay. Click here to verify. Okay? You will advise of the status of your application in the announcement relative to your application through the email account that you are using during your registration. Do not use your school email address. Bawal po yun. Kailangan personal email address. After graduation, you will not be able to receive any communication from it anymore. Okay. Submit an alternate email address. So, dalawa dapat ang email address niyo. Para may personal email address at saka may alternate email address para kung sakaling hindi nakapasok sa isang email, may isa pang reserba. So that the initial attempt to contact you by your registered email address fails, we can contact you via your alternate email. Working mobile numbers. So dapat may cellphone numbers po kayo para makontak po kayo dito relative to your application. Security of access credentials. You will be assigned an application ID. This, with pertinent personal data, shall serve as your access credentials to the junior level science scholarship e-application system. Please keep your access credentials secure. So, magkakaroon kayo ng application ID dito. Okay? Bawal po ang multiple account. So, isang beses lang po tayo mag-access ng account dito. Pagka multiple, mag-error na po yan. Stable internet connection. Beware of the website that contain outdated information about the scholarship program. So, dito lang po kayo sa website na to pupunta para lagi kayo updated. jlss.science-scholarships.ph/ number sign/ okay. Okay. The SEI website is sei.dost.gov.ph. Ito po yung website. Ito yung may kamay. Yan. Okay, ito po yun. Lagi po kayong pupunta dyan para malaman nyo yung tungkol sa scholarship. Ayan, yun, puntahan po natin. No? Pinutin po natin itong sei.dost.gov.ph. Okay. Ayan siya. Ayan. Ayan siya. Andito yung ma-update kung anong nangyayari sa scholarship, yung e-scholarship application. Dito kayo magre-register. Okay. Balik natin ha. So, ito yung tungkol sa mga requirements. So, ganyan in-apply natin, nandun yung info tungkol sa update ng scholarship nyo. Documents to prepare to filing your junior level science scholarship application. Medyo marami siya. Okay? Ayan, susundan nyo lang po siya. A4 bond paper short po. A4 bond, no short no. A4 bond paper po ang gagamitin. Hindi po short ha. A4 ang bond paper nyo na gagamitin. Bawal po short, bawal po long. Ito po yung mga requirements. Certificate of good moral character, certificate of good health. Ayan. Program study and year level, certificate of residency, commitment to return service, applicant certification, okay, applicant parent declaration, official transcript, recent picture, birth certificate. Medyo marami talaga siyang requirements pero tiyagain nyo na po to. Malaki kasi yung binibigay nila ng scholarship dito eh. Notarized affidavit, guardianship, marriage certificate. What information should you know before filing your e-application? Ayan. Ito yung mga information na kailangan para sa e-application. Father's annual gross income, mother's annual gross income. If applicant is married, spouse annual gross income. If legal guardian is supporting applicant, legal guardian's annual gross income. If family receives contribution from outside source, the giver, the amount of the contribution, and the purpose of the contribution. If family owns agricultural land, how many hectares? If family owns vehicle, type, year, model, type, example, tricycle, passenger jeep, owner jeep, caravan, year and model, 2023 Toyota Revo. Halimbawa lang po yun. Steps in filling out the JLSSE application. When you have all the necessary required documents completely accomplished and scanned or have pictures of this and know the above mentioned information, you are now ready to access and file your JLSSE application. Ito po, i-click nyo po ito. Pag-click nyo doon, kasi hindi pa kayo register. Sa mga new pa lang to, new. Pag-register na po kayo, dito na po kayo pupunta sa already have an account. Ito dito tayo. Sige, try natin ha. Ayan. Ayan yung registration form. Okay? Ganun siya. Tapos next nyo lang po yan. Oh, okay. Ayan. Tapos basahin nyo lang po rito. Yung tungkol sa iba't ibang mga steps. Matatagalan tayo pag didiscuss po natin sa isa-isa. Basta nakita nyo po, ito po yung link. Okay, yan po yung link. Pinuntahan nyo po yan. Siguro naman po malinaw po yan, no? Okay. Check the SCI website for the announcement of the scholarship qualifiers tentatively in October 2024. So, yung release daw po ng mga natanggap na scholar ay sa October 2024. Makikita nyo daw po yan dito sa website ng sci.dost.gov.ph. Yan po. The scholarship award is effective the first semester of AY 2024 to 2025. So, dito na po tayo sa DOST Undergraduate Scholarship 2024. DOST. Okay. Undergraduate. SCI Undergraduate Scholarship 2024. Apply now. Is open to apply for all interested and eligible Filipinos. The Department of Science and Technology, DOST, is calling an application for the SNT Undergraduate Scholarship Program. Okay. Click nyo lang po yung mga link na yan para matutunan nyo po. Ito po, click po natin para mababasa nyo po yung article. At yung mga table of contents. The DOST SNT Undergraduate Scholarship 2024 is open to all eligible college students. The aim of this scholarship program is to encourage and support talented Filipino students to pursue lifetime careers in science and technology while ensuring a stable, sufficient supply of skilled SNT human resources that can drive the country towards national progress. DOST Undergraduate Scholarship Programs, the Department of Science and Technology provides the following scholarship under SNT Undergraduate Scholarships. Merit Scholarship. The DOST SCI Merit Scholarship Program is also known NSDB or NSTA Scholarship under RA number 2067. This scholarship is given to students with high aptitude in science and mathematics who are willing to pursue careers in the fields of science and technology. So kung magaling ka sa science and math, dito ka mag-apply sa Merit Scholarship. Ito namang isa, RA 7687 Science and Technology Scholarship Act of 1994, also known as Science and Technology Scholarship Act of 1994. The RA 7687 provides scholarship for talented and well-deserving students whose family's socioeconomic status does not exceed the set cut-off values of certain indicators. Qualifiers must pursue priority fields of study in the basic sciences, engineering, other applied sciences, and science and mathematics teaching. Paano mo sa mga tuturo to? Ito yung benefits yan. Dito na tayo sa benefits. Ito yung kagandahan niya. Benefits of DOST SEI Scholarship. Regular academic year. Tuition and other school fees. Actual fees up to 40,000 per year binibigay. Learning materials and or connectivity allowance, 10,000 per year. Monthly living allowance. Aba, may monthly living allowance pa, 7,000. Wow. Tapos may clothing allowance pa per semester of first year only. Sa first semester ng first year lang yan, clothing allowance sa 1,000. Transportation allowance for those studying outside of home province. One economic class round trip fare. Aba, meron pang round trip fare sa mga galing na probinsya. May transportation allowance pa. Group health and accident insurance premium. May thesis allowance pa na 10,000. Wow naman. Graduation allowance pa na 1,000. Ang dami naman ito. Midterm allowance, if required in the curriculum, kung may midterm allowance, ano pa, tuition na other school fees, actual fees up to 10,000. Learning materials or connectivity allowance, 2,000. Monthly living allowance, 7,000 for 2 months. O diba, ang dami niya talagang benefits. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, paborito ko tong DOST. Yun nga lang, medyo mahirap makapasok dito kasi kailangan talaga master mo, napakagaling mo sa science, math, English. Lalo na sa science, math. Kasi ang hirap talaga ng tanong na experience ko talaga itong mag-exam dito. Mas mahirap pa sa civil service. Kasi hindi ako nakapag-review nun eh. Ang lahat ng topic about mula nung high school pababa hanggang elementary, tatakil doon. Computation, chemistry, physics, mga ganon. Following is the list of eligibility criteria a candidate must meet to apply for the STC scholarship. Must be natural-born Filipino citizen, must be of good moral character and in good health. Qualification, graduating grade 12 male and female students. So, graduating dapat ang kukunin. Okay, in 2020-2024. STEM strand siya. All students belonging to the non-STEM strand must be in top 5% of the graduating class. STEM talaga ang priority nila, pero kung non-STEM ka, at least top 5% ka ng graduating class. Graduate of grade 12 before SY 2022 to 2024 and did not enroll in college yet. STEM strand, all students belonging to the STEM class. Non-STEM strand must be in the top 5% of the graduating class. Graduate of high school before K-12 program must belong to the top 5% of the graduating class. May have taken DOST SCI undergraduate scholarship examination but did not qualify for the scholarship, or may have qualified for the DOST SCI undergraduate scholarship but did not avail of the award, or have taken any DOST SCI undergraduate scholarship examination, must not have earned any post-secondary or college vocational units. So, hindi pa raw siya dapat nagte-take ng college units. Hindi katulad ng isa, naalala niyo po kanina, dapat second year college. Ito po, baka pumalito po kayo, no? Itong isa, second year college to, o magsi-second year college. Itong junior level science college, kaya nga, di ba, junior siya. Ibig sabihin, magsi-second year college siya. Ito pong isa, itong SNT, first year college po siya. SCI pala, SCI Undergraduate Scholarship, first year college po to. Magpe-first year college pa lang. Magtatapos pa lang ng first year college. Ng high school pala, I mean. Magpe-first year college pa lang. Nalito na ako. Ayan. List of priority SNT courses and study placement. Following is the complete list of priority courses covered by the DOST SEI Undergraduate Scholarship, Bachelor in Mathematics Education. Ayan yung mga course na kailangan dito. Okay. Related sa business, tsaka engineering, tsaka science. Yun yung masabi ko. Ayun, no? Wow, ayan yan. May electronics din, food technology, information technology, laboratories, pharmacy. Okay. Yun siya. Study placement, susi siya mag-aaral. University of the Philippines, state universities and colleges, private institutions that are recognized by CHED as centers of excellence or centers of development, or has PAAP Level 3 accreditation for the priority SNT programs of study. Documentary requirements of QSC-SCI scholarship, ito yun. Isa-isa nyo na lang po yan. Okay, medyo marami. What you should know before applying for the scholarship. Basahin nyo na lang po. Matatagalan tayo. Scholarship timeline. The online application for DOST scholarship starts on October 17, 2020. That's the application. Ito yung nakaraang taon, pero may bago na ngayon eh. The date of uploading of requirements. Oops, hindi na may tumatawag mo. Pasensya na, makukulit sila. Pinapakain na nila ako. Hindi pa ako tapos. Kailangan ko 'tong tapusin. Para sa inyo 'to mga kaibigan. Ito ay sacrifice. Tinatawag na sacrifice. Gusto kong i-share yung nalalaman ko. Kasi nga, sharing is caring, di ba? Ayan. All interested and eligible applicants can apply for DOS scholarship via online application system by visiting e-scholarship application. Okay, dito po kayo. Pipindutin niyo lang po to. Pupunta po kayo doon sa scholarship application system. Dito po kayo mag-apply. Okay. Ganun lang po siya. Pagka nakumpleto niyo na po yung mga requirements, saka lang po kayo pupunta rito kasi upload niyo yung mga documents. Ayan siya. Okay na. Oops. May telephone number dito. Okay na. Dito naman po tayo sa DOST Scholarship Online Application. Apply now. Sign up. Ito lang po yung mga needed information. Basahin nyo lang po. Ito po yung website. Okay. governmentph.com/dost-scholarship-online/. Ayan. Basahin nyo lang po yan. Okay. Sundan nyo lang po yung mga link na binigay ko. Kasi hindi ko malagay dun sa ma-type sa comment section dahil hindi ako naglalagay ng link, hindi ko ina-allow dahil yung iba kasi virus ang pinapadala. Ayan. Basahin niyo lang po 'to para malaman niyo lahat-lahat. Okey? Oo, 'yan. Ganyan siya. Dito naman tayo sa Scholarship PH. Ito po yung website niya. Scholarships, may S po sa dulo, tapos ph.com. Ayan. Andito yung mga exams updates and announcements. Ayan, yung mga UT Foundation Scholarship Program, open to apply. Andito yung mga iba't ibang scholarship team po, pwede kayo mag-apply dito. Ayan, ang dami oh. KNB Indonesia Government, KNB Scholarship, NSP Scholarship. Oh, di ba? Ang daming scholarship. UT Foundation, Japanese Scholarship, Lani, kapangalan pa ng kapatid ko talaga, oh. Lani Scholarship, CHED Kosyo Scholarship, Dual Scholarship, CHED Unipass. Yan. Marami kayong matutunan dito. Click nyo lang po yung mga link. Ah, explore nyo lang po yan. Ito yung website. Okay? CHED Scholarships, ph.com. Ito naman po yung sa Land Bank Scholarship, scholar ng Land Bank Program. Ito, tungkol naman po ito sa scholarship sa mga children or grandchildren of agrarian reform beneficiaries and small farmers and fishers. Para sa mga magsasaka at saka mangingisda na pamilya. Bibili po kayo? Sige po, kuha na lang po kayo dito. Doon din po. Pilal po. Ayan. Ayan. Para makapili ka na rin po na malamig. Ayan po sa rep. Opo. Isa lang po. Bali, 30 lang po yun. Thank you. Ayan, di ba nagba-vlogs? Nagtitinda habang nagba-vlogs. Di ba ang saya? Okay. Multitasking ang tawag dyan. Ayan. Objective to nurture and develop the youth from the 60 poorest provinces in the country to the programs, supported courses that are being offered in identified state universities and colleges. Are you eligible? Ito yung qualification. Child or grandchild of an agrarian reform beneficiary or small farmer or fisher. Recommended by a land bank, agriculture-based client cooperative association and organization in the identified provinces. Graduating high school student with a minimum average of 90% or belonging to the top 10% of their class, endorsed by the high school principal, does not enjoy any other financial assistance, grant, or scholarship from other external sources, must pass the admission requirements of partner SUCs. Total annual family income must not exceed 300,000 pesos with exemptions on a case-to-case basis. Eligible courses, ito po yan, agriculture. Related sa agriculture din po siya. Tapos engineering, science, accounting, information technology, data analytics, and science. Yan. Hindi nakalagay dito kung magkano yung matatanggap, no? Pero siyempre malalaman nyo na lang po yan pag nag-apply po kayo. For sure, malaki po matatanggap dito. Okay. I-explore nyo lang po niya. Ito po yung website niya. www.landbank.com/csr-programs/scholar-ng-landbank-program. Dito naman po tayo. Ito, maganda. Paborito ko to. SM Foundation Scholarship. Kasi maganda to eh. Pag graduate mo, kukunin ka nila. Lalo na pagbakasyon niyo, kukunin ka nila dito na staff nila. So, two birds in one stone, no, 'di ba? May scholarship ka na, may trabaho ka pa. Ang saya kaya nun, 'di ba? Ito yung mga scholarship niya, college scholar graduates, checkbook scholar graduates. SM College Scholarship, okay, check natin. SM College Scholarship, we empower financially challenged yet deserving students to achieve their dreams by providing to qualify higher education. Ito nga po pala ang website ng SM Foundation, no? www.sm-foundation.org. As yun nga po, click nyo lang po yung SM College Scholarship. Makikita nyo na po yan. Ito po. Sundan nyo lang po yung pattern ng link para po mapuntahan itong website na to. Kasi nandito yung lahat ng tungkol sa scholarship. Courses offered related sa computer engineering, education, auditing, accountancy, electronics, financial management, education, ganun. Our college scholars enjoy choice of specialization in accounting, information technology, engineering, and education. Full tuition. So, wala ka nang alalahanin sa tuition fee mo. May monthly allowance pa. May part-time job opportunities ka pa during semestral and Christmas break. Wow, ang galing. Qualifications for the SM College Scholarship Program. Grade 12 graduate ka dapat sa public and private. So, hindi sila namimili kung public o private school ka. General weighted average grade of at least 92% or its equivalent for grade 12 per semester. Total household income of at most 203,000 per year. Ito yung mga areas covered, NC, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Requirements, ito po, accomplish online application form attached to the online application, parents or guardians latest income tax return, certification of non-filing of income or a certificate of indigency, latest grade 12 report card, birth certificate, 2x2 ID picture, sketch of home to the nearest SM mall. Okay. College scholarship partner schools NCR. Ito yung mga partner schools niya. Okay, basahin nyo na lang po kung pwede kayo dyan. Kung hindi kayo pwede dyan, yun ang masama. Hindi kayo makapag-scholar dito. Kailangan, pili lang po kayo ng school dito, okay? Oo. So, yan, maganda siya, no? Actually, favorite ko tong SM, Foundation Scholarship, tsaka yung DOST. Paborito ko kasi malaki talaga magbigay sila ng scholarship. Dito naman tayo sa Meralco Scholarship. Ito naman maganda. Kasi, ayon sa balita, application for the scholarship starts in 2024 and will offered as a two-year graduate program. Two-year graduate program for those in the field of mechanical, electrical, materials, and metallurgical engineering, physics, as well as other related disciplines. Okay? So, ano to ang pagkakaalam ko rito, dadalhin sa ibang bansa para mag-aral ng graduate program na related sa engineering and science. Okay, itong Meralco Scholarship. Ito po yun, panoorin po natin. Kinig po kayo. So, yun po siya, no? Okay. So, lipat na po tayo sa OWA. Okay. Sa OWA scholarship, ito po yung scholarship sa mga overseas workers na Pilipino. Okay. Okay. OWA. Okay. Overseas Workers Welfare Administration Scholarship. 2024 to 2025 application, apply now. So, open yata siya ngayon, apply now. Nakalagay. Ito po yung website, owascholarships.com. Pag-click nyo po dyan, andyan po yung mga information tungkol sa scholarship na to. Okay. Bali, ang grants po niya ay 60,000 per school year. Oh, di malaki na rin, di ba? Sayang. Sayang din to kung hindi nito abailan na nito mga kababayan natin na nasa abroad, yung mga kamag-anak. Okay? Ayan siya. Basahin niyo na lang po yan. Up to 5 years siya na course 60,000 per school year. Ano siya, ang requirements ito, ano ka, dapat dependent ka ah, ng nagtatrabaho abroad na OFW. Okay? Ayan. Click niyo lang po yung mga link para ma-explore niyo po yung mga pag-click niyo po rito, pupunta po yan sa mga tulad ito, online application, o scholarship, mga ganyan. So, i-explore niyo na lang po. Basta ito po yung website niya, owascholarships.com. Punta naman po tayo dito sa, wait lang pala. Nakalimutan ako. Kasi dito, may nakasingit na mga scholarship dito, latest post. Aboitiz College Scholarship. Open to apply. So, pwede po kayo mag-ano yan, hawak kamay scholarship, SM College Scholarship. Open pa lang ngayon ng SM College Scholarship. MDFI Scholarship, hawak kamay, CHED Scholarship, DOST JLSS Scholarship. Yan. Dito naman tayo ito pa rin, sa OWA rin to, related sa OWA Scholarship. Ang pinagkaiba nga lang, ito ay tungkol sa Education for Development Scholarship Program, EDSP. Okay? Is a scholarship program by the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration Group. The OWA group promotes the welfare and well-being of Filipino workers who are employed abroad. Okay. Yung mga nakatatrabaho sa ibang bansa. So, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration provides various scholarship opportunity insurance and educational opportunities for overseas Filipino worker and their dependents. Okay. Education for Development Scholarship Program, EDSPOY Scholarship, is an OWA scholarship grant for qualifying dependents of OFW still completion of bachelor course. Up to 5 years din siya. 60,000 din. DOST National Examination decides the selection of scholars for incoming freshmen. So, DOST na de-decide ito. 600 spots are reserved for students who are currently enrolled in college, and only the top 400 who pass the test will be given considered for admission of freshmen. Okay. 600 siya. Kapag naka-enroll na sa college yung mapipili, 600 persons. Pero 400 persons sa mga freshmen. What are the qualifications for Education of Development Scholarship? The qualifications required to apply for for Development Scholarship Program are incoming senior high school, grade 12. For incoming senior high school, grade 12, the applicant must be a child or an active OWA member or sibling of a single active OWA member. He or she must have at least 80% general weight. Mababa lang yung grade na hinihingi. Without failing grades upon application, he or she must have passed the qualifying examination to be conducted by DOST and belongings to the top 400 passers nationwide. He or she must not be receiving any other scholarship. For incoming freshmen, first year college, the applicant must be a child of an active, o halos parehas lang sila. Single, grade 11 graduate, coming grade 12, must not be more than 21. May age limit to Dapat di siya alapasan 21 years old. Must have a general weighted average of at least 80% or higher. Belong to the top 400 qualifiers of the Department of Science and Technology National Qualifying Exam. Must not be receiving any other scholarship. For those who are already enrolled in second year or to fifth year in college, he or she must be a child. Okay, kailangan anak pa rin ng OFW. Kailangan daw not more than 30 years old. Pag second year to fifth year to hindi daw more than 30 years old. Pero pag first year, up to 21 years old lang. Okay? General weighted average, 85. Not receiving any scholarship. Documentary requirements, basahin nyo na lang po yan. Medyo marami na naman. At kulangan na tayo ng oras. Medyo okay. Ito pa yung mga iba pang scholarship. Panasonic Scholarship for College Students Open. FLP Legal Scholarship. Yan, pwede nyo rin yan i-explore. Okay, so ito siya. Ang website ito. howascholarships.com/education-for-development-scholarship-program-EDSP. Ito na yung last. Wow! Ito na yung last, mga kaibigan. Ito yung website niya. oy-scholarship.com/ofw-dependent-scholarship-owa-odsp/ Okay. Ano naman to? Anong pinagkaiba nito sa isa? Okay, basahin natin. The OFW Dependent Scholarship Program offered by the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration is open to Filipinos who are OFW dependents, the siblings or children of overseas Filipino workers. The Overseas Workers Welfare Administration (OWA) is a group that promotes the welfare and well-being of Filipino workers who are employed abroad. OWA offers a variety of insurance options, educational opportunities, and scholarship opportunities to the Filipino workers and their dependents. Pareho lang to. Okay. Magkaiba. EDSP yung isa, ito naman OWA, ODSP. OFW Dependent Scholarship 2023 Program, OWA, ODSP. The OFW Dependent Scholarship Program, ODSP, is one of the OWA scholarship program available for Filipinos. This scholarship program is open to dependents of active OWA members. OWA members naman po to. Mismo empleyado ng OWA. Hindi pala. Overseas worker pala to. Isa lang nagtatrabaho abroad who are enrolled or planning to enroll to in any 4-year or 5-year baccalaureate course or at any college or university. Any OFW dependent who is currently a OWA member can apply for this scholarship. Parang wrong grammar. OFW dependent scholarship or this benefits. So, basahin niyo na lang po siya, okay? Okay. Okay. Basahin niyo na lang po siya, okay? Second year to fifth year. Itong isa, nalito ako dun Check natin para sigurado. Pwede kayo mo. Okay. Alam ko na. Ang pinagkaiba niya ganito. Incoming freshman po ito. Pang first year college po ito. Pag-graduate lang ng senior high. Ito pong EDSP. Ito pong isa, second year to fifth year college. 30 years old above. Yung isa naman, dapat less than 21 years old. Yun ang pinagkaiba nila ng dalawa. Kaya nalito ako. Okay? So, yun po ang pinagkaiba nila, no? Ito yung website, oyscholarship.com/OFW-dependent scholarship-OWA-ODSP. So, halos parehas lang sila ng benefits. Ang pinagkaiba nga lang, itong pag-explain ko po sa inyo na maigi, no? Kasi baka malito po kayo, eh, no? Kasi trabaho ko yan, eh, na-explain sa inyo na mabuti. Itong EDSP, Education for Development Scholarship Program, EDSP, para po ito sa kaka-graduate na ng K-12 o high school. Magpo-first year college, dapat less than 21 years old. Ito namang isa, second year college to fifth year college. OFW dependent din siya. Tapos, 30 years old, less than 30 years old. Okay, yun ang pinagkaiba na. Pero parang lang po ng benefits. Okay? So, yun. So, ito yung mga na other scholarship na makikita natin dito. Nagkakaroon sila ng mga ads dito. Scholarship and pwede nyo silang explore uli. Click nyo na po yan. Okay? Ang daming scholarship. Ayan. So, pili na lang po kayo ng magandang scholarship. Pero ako, ayon sa akin ang best scholarship dito para sa akin, DOST, SM Scholarship, SM Foundation, Unipass. Parang yun ang napupuso-pusuan ko dito eh. At saka medyo malaki kasi yung binibigay nilang scholarship. Okay? Lalo na sa DOST, ang ganda, tsaka sa SM Foundation. So, yung tatlong yun, tsaka Unipass, medyo maganda siya. Okay? Pero nasa inyo po yan kung ano pong pipiliin yung scholarship. Okay? Bahala po kayo kung ano pong gusto niyo. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. Palaganap niyo po itong video na to sa mga taong nangailangan ng tulong pinansyal sa pag-aaral ng kanilang mga anak, lalo na para sa mga deserving students na masisipag, matatalino, mababait, responsible, na hindi lakotsero. Yan. Kasi sayang lang yung ibibigay na pera ng taong bayan sa kanila kung lakotsero sila, di ba?